Hi, my name is Luke Manzito, and this quarter I was placed in the adult ESL program with students who had already a mid to high level understanding of English speaking skills. The biggest takeaway I had from my experience was learning how to communicate outside of the context of my own native culture. So, for instance, I often found myself having to avoid using metaphors and allusions to cultural references uh, to explain meanings behind words because I couldn't guarantee that all of the students I worked with knew what I was referring to. Instead, it actually forced me to understand rules and traditions around English that I had always understood subconsciously, but had been unable to verbalize them. And by doing this, I was able to verbalize that to the students and help them with their efforts. The best example of the scenario I'm describing would be when I was helping students use would and could in their sentences. Often students would write sentences that I couldn't find any issue with, a grammatical error, but it didn't quite sound correct. It didn't quite sound as fluent as it could. And by learning how to properly verbalize what I meant without resorting to cultural references and idioms that I might use with other native speakers of English, I found that not only was my understanding of English being improved, but it became a lot easier to communicate to non-native speakers about abstract things like meaning and connotation in a language that I take for granted every day. And I hope that it helped them as well ingratiate more within American culture and their experience learning American English. I definitely uh, found it very rewarding. And I think that's all from me. Thank you. Goodbye.